Hello, welcome into part two for our 1111 Gateway messages today. If you didn't catch part one, I recorded it over on the Marco Polo Empowerment Sharecast, just completely unscripted, impromptu, where we pulled an obscene amount of cards. We pulled 11 cards in the shape of the gateway with the left and the right. Each card having intention and infused with healing energy sprays and calling in some of the archangels, ascended masters to assist us in bringing through messages today for our collective. So I have here the array of cards, and we're just going to kind of have a chat with these different messages and weave together something for us to step through this 1111 gateway here together today. If you do not catch this on 1111, no worries. Time is not linear. Everything is in divine timing, and you may tap in and harness this energy at any time. So, thank you for being here whenever you find your way and wherever you find me, whether it be over on my free Empowerment Sharecast on the Marco Polo app, where we do all the things, or you're catching my blended replay that I put on YouTube just to kind of shout out to everybody, hey, come on over, check out the Empowerment Sharecast. You'll see the details below here in the description. That is where you can tune in for all of my weekly musings, where we tap in for the collective using intuitively selected tarot and oracle decks, all kinds of spiritual goodies that are all about bringing through practical, down to earth guidance, insight, and wisdom in a fun way. And also, you can get your own personal card pull over there if you'd like. I send you a video recorded message with your card pulls. So do check that out if you feel so called. So let's chat a little bit about this 1111 gateway. This number code is one of awakening, of spiritual alignment, higher consciousness. It is a day for manifesting. And so we're bringing in this energy through a number of decks I've selected, namely the unicorns and dragons, wanting to come forward to sort of usher in the messages here on the violet ray. So the intuitive inklings, the spiritual breadcrumbs that I was tapping into ahead of our card pulls were in fact confirmed here, as one card after another brought through the violet ray, the dragon card literally for the violet flame coming in with these messages. So we're going to tap into those, as well as some powerful cards from the Lightworkers Oracle, which is always very profound with its messages. So we're going to feel into those as well. And, just kind of connecting in with this vibration of 1-1, the 11th day, 1-1 of the 11th month. So 1-1-1-1, holding this vibration of the number 11. And 11 in numerology is a master number. It's associated with the higher realms, with divinity, spiritual awakenings, and also representing coming into a complete alignment with your highest self. So, first and foremost, that is what we invite in. When we want to connect in with our intuition, our understanding, we want to be connecting with our highest self. So, this number 11 comes in with this reminder that while we all appear to be one separate individual, we really are connected and part of a greater whole. Now, this is seen here with the number one being repeated twice and again, when here the digits added together, 1 and 1, in fact, equal 2. So as we play in the numbers and we go, of course, we got cards that total 11. We got cards that totaled 22. We brought through Metatron and Sandalphon to help us to really connect into the as above, so below energies here. Now, the 1-1 reminding us, yes, we are one, but we are also one another. So we have this energy of this exchange that's happening. And one of the overarching themes we couldn't deny, you may see it here in the graphic, and I'll be bringing up close up views. Rainbow Bridge. The rainbow came in not once, not twice, 3 times. The rainbow bridge came through as we were tapping into as above, so below, as within, so without. Because all of us are collectively here in the universe expressing ourselves, yes, as human, but we come here as consciousness, come to life. And while we all have our paths, we're also connected on this journey together. And again, these are words that I've brought through, you know, 1111 gateway after 1111 gateway. I'm tapping back into this guidance that I've brought through before, but it must be seen here that it beautifully aligns with the actual cards that came forward today of connecting in with our I am consciousness and unplugging from mass consciousness. So, we're going to get into those messages here in just a moment, but the number 11 is also associated with the higher realms. Even that number 11 itself looks like two pillars or two portals between this world and the next, hence our rainbow bridge. So, once again, this gateway for connection. Now, I love to talk about the way that the numbers speak. 1111, a time coming up on the clock, on your phone, repeating number patterns that catch your eye is all about information being transmitted from the creative universal intelligence to your cellular awareness. So you may feel energetic healing as you receive these transmissions of number frequencies. Now, I like to point everyone to my favorite source for angel numbers, which is from Joanne's Sacred Scribe. So you'll see here, whether you're on the Sharecast, I'll pop the link, or if you are watching on YouTube, in the description below, a link to her blog spot with the 1111 frequency if you want to dig deeper into all of the mechanics behind. But let's get into our intuitive messages now by taking a look at these beautiful cards that have come forward. Let's begin here with the first two cards being the unicorn and dragon energy that we were connecting in with here for the 1111 gateway. The first card we received from the unicorn oracle is rainbow. So this was our first nod in the direction of the tripled rainbow bridge energy that is coming forward here with this gateway. Card 26 bringing in the energy of number 8 here in this number 8 year 2024. And as we are in fact winding down this year and gearing up for 2025, this rainbow unicorn brings through this message. It signifies the end of one period and the beginning of something joyous and financially rewarding. Notice the signs of prosperity coming to you, and more will follow. And there's an affirmation with this unicorn that says, I expect beneficial outcomes. And I think this is so important to set the tone because, yes, we stand at this precipice, at this gateway here in this very auspicious 1111 energy in this 11th month, the penultimate month of 2024, a year of the 8 vibration, which is one of manifestation and abundance, infinity energy. And we prepare to cross over that gateway into the frequency of 2025, a vibration 9, which is bringing us into our inner wisdom, which is amplifying this energy of perseverance, for resilience, for continuing on through as we go. And so this is perfect for setting this tone. And it must be said that with this being that first energy of rainbow, when we expect beneficial outcomes, when we notice the signs of prosperity, more will follow. Well, two more followed just now as we tapped into these 11 cards with the rainbow bridge. So that goes beautifully with the absolute validation in the dragon energy, because I mentioned in the card pull that a number of the spiritual teachers and contributors that I tune into were speaking ahead of this 1111 gateway, being shown the violet ray, being given the purple frequency coming in. And so I asked Metatron to give me a color and to confirm. And as I just intuitively were bringing in certain energies, one of them, of course, was Archangel Zadkiel for forgiveness and transmutation. I love to connect in with this energy and the violet flame for full moon. And of course, we are preparing on the other side of this week for the full moon in Taurus on 11/15. So, that was all coming in. We set the intention, we shuffle up, we pull the gold and silver violet flame dragon to transmute the old around you with wisdom and grace. It's time for transmutation, magic, and healing. Offer service under grace. So, as we tap into the guidance here from the Dragon Oracle, it speaks to the fifth dimensional gold and silver violet flame dragons as the powerful alchemists that come forward to us to transmute the old and allow magic and wonder to be revealed in its place. And it specifically states these glorious dragons work with Archangel Zadkiel and Saint Germain, the Lord of Civilization, and automatically link us to them when we call them in. So, goosebumps, okay? Because recognize that the Violet Dragon's energy spray and the Zadkiel forgiveness and transmutation were brought in ahead of pulling this card, which is a complete and utter validation and confirmation of the ascended masters, archangels who are here guiding us, ushering us as we cross through this gateway and this energy that is available for us to tap into. Saint Germain, a great magician and dragon master, Archangel Zadkiel illuminating us and the dragons when we call him in, and they bring in the gold, silver, and violet flames. And of course, we brought all of these energies in to tap into these messages today. So the guidance here suggests, and again, remember, we're poised to cross through. So what do we want to do in preparation, in our intentions? This card suggests that it's time to let go of an aspect of your life that is no longer serving you. And you can ask the gold and silver violet flame dragons to clear the thought of it totally from your energy fields. Sense or feel them etherically burning up the old. Then ask them to replace it with a new and joyful possibility that comes to you at a higher frequency. So, this is really beautiful, helping us to tap into anything, person, place, or thing that is in need of transformation so that we can direct the dragons here to heal those people, places, and situations in the world. Beautiful. So, perfect for setting the tone here as we cross over. Let's bring in cards 3 and 4. And now we're going to take a look at the two cards from the Atlantis Oracle deck that we pulled to anchor in this new earth energy. We had brought in the seventh dimension unicorn spray, and we were tapping in here to these energies of new earth and what lies on the other side. We received first the card of education. And it speaks to Golden Atlantis and the energy of working with children and their aura, discovering their inborn gifts and talents, and then developing them. So it's introducing to us a concept around the ways in which we educate and enrich. Yes, our youth, but also just in general, the way we look at, what we put importance upon to learn, what we tune into when it comes to developing our gifts, our talents, to working with our right brains and accessing our creative expressions. So we see here this message coming in with an offering to open yourself to new learnings by relaxing and absorbing information rather than just in that old logical structured way. Also, it could be suggesting that it's time for you to teach others. So then there is a sense of, the ways in which you have skills, talents, information, and abilities that you can then impart to others. And so, whether we're looking at educating children and the youth, or we're looking at the ways in which we're all sort of novice to this concept of, identifying what we're passionate about, what our gifts are, what we wish to invest our energy and time into developing, and then the ways in which that can be of service that we can share with others. Now, the second card that we pulled came in as the Golden Skulls. And this was definitely, once again, violet energy coming from every direction. Speaking to, we saw the owl there, the wisdom and ancient wisdom at that, that we are tapping into. Now, as I look at the energy of the crystal skulls, I see that these cards, again, bringing in number sequences, because education was card 43, which is a 7 energy, and the crystal skulls is card 8, bringing in that next number in the sequence. Now, the crystal skulls are speaking to Golden Atlantis and the way in which 13 life size quartz skulls were fashioned using technology that is currently beyond our comprehension. 12 of these were advanced computers into which the leaders of the 12 tribes recorded the history and knowledge of their region. The 13th crystal skull was a higher frequency, an amethyst skull containing all the information of Atlantis and is no longer in physical form. When humanity raises its vibration, it will rematerialize to assist the energy of Atlantis to return. So this is really tapping into this next level frequency alignment that's coming into place now, that is available for us to tap into, this ancient wisdom being reawakened. And I think it's very interesting that it's speaking to the technology, because this is another piece that we are on the precipice of having an opportunity to choose which path we wish to take as humanity, walking alongside of intelligence and technology as it is developing and will continue to do so into the age of Aquarius. So I think that's really speaking to the opportunity for us to be on the highest available timeline when it comes to accessing this ancient wisdom and the future technology that is being birthed from it. So there's guidance here around a mystery waiting to unfold, because much yet is unknown. So perhaps how this could show up for us, new information coming to you, or old memories or ancient wisdom may surface to your conscious awareness. Meditation would help you to facilitate this. So now there's energy here around, as we were just talking with education. What am I passionate about? What do I love? What am I compelled to do that brings me joy, that fills my cup, that is something that, wow, I'm actually pretty good at this. That this is awakening these latent skills and knowledge within you that could be coming from this lifetime or any lifetimes before, or just accessing it out in the quantum. So this is, pretty awesome that we have this combination of education and the crystal skulls coming together here to, once again, practical application. Explore something that lights you up. Explore something that you have always been interested in, or maybe something that you set down some time ago that there's an opportunity for you to pick back up and play with, to connect in with, but always doing so from the highest frequency of intention. And there is a note here about, making decisions for you when you don't have the full picture. So again, taking that step back to zoom out and have that big picture view of all aspects. And this, again, I feel is really shining a light on the future of technology and information and your relationship and understanding with it and of it. So I think more to come there, but I am feeling a big nod that part of what lies on the other side with this gateway is connecting in this old new way that's unfolding. So for cards 4 and 5, we bring through the messages of Archangels Metatron and Sandalphon for the as above, so below. So here again, Metatron's Rainbow Bridge comes through as card 27, the vibration of number 9, and Sandalphon's card coming in as blue, Madonna and Mothering, card 29, the vibration of 11. So we have a 911, 911 energy coming in here from the archangels to highlight for us this energy of the bridge being open always. It's never closed. So today is the 1111 gateway, and it is powerful and potent as the number and all of the symbolism that we are tapping into here today. But know that this is accessible to you at any time. It is always open, and it offers a portal through which you can be in touch with the other side, with the universal wisdom and energy that is accessible to all. So these are loved ones in spirit, our guides, the angelic realm, the ascended masters, your higher self. And so Rainbow Bridge energy coming in here with that gateway, and then Sandalphon bringing us into blue, Madonna, and mothering, where these numbers 2 and 9 make 11, this master number that we are connecting with today, which also links us into the divine feminine energy coming through here with the blue Madonna. So I'm just tapping into this now. I know for sure that I'm feeling Sandalphon bringing through the music, because the next cards we're rolling into is going to bring through a really one of my favorite songs and artists. But also, it must be said, the note to Madonna here. So maybe there's another song in the mix. But just tuning into the beautiful messages of this card, there is this energy of going into our hearts, going within, right? Because we talk about as above, so below. We're anchoring it into our being, where this Madonna and mothering energy offers guidance, support, and love, so that we may be held in her embrace, where there is no place for worry or stress, just peace and being at one with the wider universe. I'm getting lucky star. Okay, yes, Madonna. We're getting a you must be my lucky star, because as I tune into the oracle here, the star above her head is to remind you of the star above your own, the divine light above you that is always lighting your way and is there for the duration of your stay on planet Earth. So I feel that this is bringing us back to see that magic within us. So you must be my lucky star, right? Shining on me wherever you are out there. This notion of wishing upon a star, or putting our energy into something that is out there, into the universe, that actually comes from within us and is in fact always with us and accessible to us as a part of us. So again, beautiful. These two energies are reminding us that the power has been with you all along, to wish upon your own lucky star, to be your own lucky star is what I'm feeling. Thank you, Sandalphon, for bringing through the tunes, as always, with Lucky Star starting off the soundtrack. Let's roll in now to cards 6 and 7 for more musical musings. So here we are with more musical musings, cards 7 and 8, bringing through a message from the Angels of Healing and Hope Oracle, which I knew was really fun because it does give you a song with each card. And we received the Angels of Peace, bringing through a playlist pick of Peace Train by Yusuf Islam, formerly known as Cat Stevens, one of my favorite artists as an indigo teen. I remember discovering Cat Stevens' music and just it speaking to my soul. And this is one of my favorites, Peace Train, bringing in a message from the Angels of Peace. So this message coming in from as within the higher self, and so without the cosmos, the higher self brings in this message from Angels of Peace, encircling you, your loved ones, and all of humanity. Take a few moments to become still and breathe in deeply. As you breathe out, let out a big sigh. Do this several times until you feel your body relaxing. To quiet your thoughts, try focusing on the word peace, or Shanti, the Sanskrit word for peace. Hold the intention of receiving soothing, calming energy from the Angels of Peace. Whether you feel anything or not, Know that these angels are fine tuning your vibration, helping you to feel more tranquil and harmonious on the cellular, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual levels. Angels of Peace say, some of you wonder how it's possible to find peace amid chaos. Some feel it's not right to feel peaceful when others cannot. Still, others are discovering a deeper sense of peace than they've ever known. There is great healing and value in all of this. You are doing masterful inner work whenever you are in this process. Please know that. You are on the path to learning that true inner peace is not reliant on outer conditions. Our prayer, our desire for you, dear ones, is that you integrate this wisdom into every cell of your being. Play with this, practice it, challenge it. Let your personal experiences demonstrate the powerful influence that you have on yourself and others when you emanate a peaceful vibration. Know that you are worthy of this well being, vitality, and inner strength. Know that you truly make a difference by choosing peaceful thoughts. Allow us, the angels of peace, to assist you in transforming yourself, your relationships, and your world. Wow, what a powerful message from within, from your higher self. I hope you truly feel that. This is really a complete validation of everything we've been bringing through, especially, feeling into last week and the blocks and challenges presenting themselves, whether you were in the fray of the election energies in the US or rippling out into the wider world. This as within, so without message comes in from the angels of peace. Now, that meets with this amazing Lightworker Oracle message for the ascension of Rainbow Bridge coming in here as card 18 in that oracle. So this is our so without, the message from the cosmos. And these are always very in-depth, beautiful messages from Alana Fairchild. I'm just going to tap in here intuitively and bring through what jumps out to me from this beautiful card. Yes, the third in the rainbow series that we brought through today, saying, you have been growing spiritually and your consciousness is expanding. It must be said, the cosmos elemental right there on the bottle, keyword expand. Your consciousness is expanding. It is transforming your experience of the material world from something that you must control or conquer into a living expression of the radiant divine. As your appreciation and love for the material world becomes more unconditional, so too does the light that can flow into your aura, chakras, and physical body. As you psychically expand, you may need more rest, healing, and meditation than usual to integrate this increasing degree of light and the consciousness it awakens within you. Yeah, this brings me into, if you look at the center there, where the light is coming forward from the area of the heart, it reminds me of the void card that came forward initially when we were first tapping into the energies. At the head of our gateway came the self-mastery card from the Archangel Metatron deck of the void. So we're going to look at that one next because I'm feeling a nod in that direction. But just to button up the messages here from Rainbow Bridge, from the Lightworker Oracle, it refers to the rainbow bridge as a term for that channel of light that moves through your chakra system and along your spine, allowing spirit to enter your body and stimulate the development of your soul. This bridge comes to life as your consciousness is raised. It draws in higher energies that nourish and awaken your body, mind, and soul through your chakra system. So that's really beautiful, as another way to tap into this frequency of the rainbow bridge, envisioning that light running through you and then radiating out back into the collective, into the cosmos. So really powerful, angels of peace and the message of ascension, the rainbow bridge coming together here for as within, so without. So now we make our way to the ninth card, which was actually the very first card we pulled to tap into the 1111 gateway messages from the Metatron Self Mastery Oracle. We received the void, retreat, rest, and pause. And I was just pulled back into this card, having just looked at the Rainbow Bridge Ascension message from the Lightworker Oracle, that center place within and the void being reflected here. It feels very connected as the Rainbow Bridge message was, and by the way, that was card 18, 9 energy, and this ends up being card 9 that we're taking a look at. We were just talking about this channel of light moving through your chakra system and how this is bringing together on all levels, body, mind, and soul through your energy centers, right? And so it was talking about this sort of spiritual detoxification that's taking place for so many right now, this clearing that's happening as the chakras are becoming stimulated, this increasing influx of spiritual light creates a clearing process. And so, what I'm feeling in the void, calling for retreat, rest, and pause, is many people are feeling the effects of this on every level. So, whether you are having the obvious physical symptoms of feeling unwell, of feeling drained and tired, or perhaps having issues with your throat chakra, you could be having issues with your lungs, issues with your digestive system, just dis-ease in the body, illness or unwellness that could be something that you have been experiencing, or something more energetic. Many people talking about things like headaches and sensitivities, just feeling the need for more rest. These are all symptoms and aspects of, spiritual detox that's taking place at this time. So I'm feeling this connection between Rainbow Bridge and this void card through the frequency of the number 9. And here we have this card 48, which is going to bring the 12 energy, which brings us to 3, the card of the number of creation, co-creation, collaboration. But, in order for us to go out and co-create and to come together in this way, there is this call for rest, retreating, and pausing in this void. So just kind of feeling into the messages through Metatron here, opportunities for us to take this time for ourselves to pause, to reflect, for introspection and soul searching, for getting clarity from within before we go without. But also, if you are feeling physical effects, whether this is a voluntary pause or otherwise, things like illness, burnout, grief, and loss are all circumstances that can bring us into a non voluntary pause, right? So, again, being very present with yourself and following these cues, following your energy, and not needing to apologize if you may have set out with great intentions for the day, or things that you have to do or that you want to do, and yet the best you can muster is taking it easy, and maybe hanging out on the couch, or some gentle stretching, or taking some time to take a walk and clear your head, or something that wasn't on the itinerary for the day, that when you look back, perhaps you don't feel very productive by regular standards, but we're being invited to expand our understanding of ebbing and flowing with our energy levels, and being more in tune with those energy centers in the body and what they are calling for when it comes to more retreating, resting, and pausing. So, just kind of bringing all of that in here. I do feel that connection between the Rainbow Bridge and the void, with really getting in tune with your physical body, but also mental and spiritual as well, to know when it is time to be active and creating and in that yang energy, and when we're called to retreat and go within with more of a receiving, a pause in the yin energy coming forward here for our gateway messages. So perhaps we've saved the most profound for last here with these two cards, which actually, working backwards, became the entrance to the 1111 gateway. The first cards at the front of these two channels that are running us to this portal And again, synchronicities, spiritual breadcrumbs abound because we first tapped into the light workers, rather, the law of positivism, a deck we've been working with on our collective week ahead card polls. And in fact, if there's 44 cards in the deck, we pulled the same one that came up last week in a week where all eyes were on what was developing in terms of, again, the election in the US and the very outward energies that were palpable across the globe, right? And just the symbolism that that provided for us in a way of understanding choice and what we were electing vibrationally moving forward, separate and away from anything happening on the world stage, right? Energetically, bringing it back here. And we received the same card. I feel safe and grounded with this guidance to remember that you are here to be fully embodied and always carried and held by Mother Earth. Not only are you living on Earth, but you are also the planet itself with all of the fibers of your body. As the rivers flow, so does your blood flow through your veins. And what is without you is within you. When you find your connection to her, you feel the safe and nurturing womb that is. So, again, you hear these phrases and vocab words being used over and over again, as within, so without, that it is all within you to be embodied. And that's where we find ourselves again this week and through the messages that are coming through very powerfully from this gateway to the full moon in Taurus happening on Friday. And that's going to be a big theme of what I'm bringing through in the full moon empowerment reading I'm working on now for the full moon. So if you want to expand into this message of embodiment and really bringing down the as above, so below, as within, so without message, you are invited to join me for that reading. So that's something, again, I've been sharing the details for anyone who would like to come along with me and the other Empowerment Pack participants for the month of November who are already receiving that reading. But you may join me a la carte. The link is in the description below here on how you can join me for that reading this Friday. So, again, this message that came forward last week, which is going to bridge beautifully to this new message from the Lightworker Oracle, is speaking to those times when we are engaged in a lot of mental activity, yang energy, which I just mentioned with the previous card pull. When we find ourselves in that extreme yang state, right? We can find ourselves constantly doing and becoming that we forget that we are embodied and we start feeling detached. And that's an ungrounded sensation that can manifest itself as anxiety, fears, insomnia, a sense of purposelessness. And so I think that's a perfect segue to the energies of mass consciousness, which give me the phrase talking heads, right? So if we are disembodied, if we are not anchored into our truth, our light, the rainbow bridge frequency that runs through us and anchors us into earth as above, so below. And by the way, this is card 22, the I feel safe and grounded, which is Archangel Sandalphon's number, the archangel that is seated at our Earth Star chakra, the energy center in our body at our feet, which anchors us into the earth and connects us to feel safe and grounded, right? It doesn't stop here. I can connect these things all day long. It's amazing. So when we talk about being disembodied from that, I'm brought into the talking heads. I'm being brought into, mainstream media, social media, the collective mass consciousness that has been operating from a lower vibrational, ungrounded frequency for so long that we're now drawn into unplug from this. And so again, I bring in the beautiful Lightworker Oracle here for this card 7, uh, paraphrasing and speaking to the very detailed messages that come forward, unplugging from mass consciousness. So this is really our parting message that is actually right at the beginning of this gateway. So, really thinking about how you're preparing yourself, how you're proceeding, how you wish to step into this new frequency that is available to us all. This is some of that pre work that we want to do to prepare ourselves to take that step. There is a belief system based on fear, doubt, and distrust that is known as mass consciousness. It says it is safer to stay with the crowd, not to question what you have been taught. It says you cannot trust the divine to take care of your financial well being or your emotional needs. It says you should be afraid and not take risks. It says that if you dare to stand up and live your truth, you'll be lost and alone, humiliated, rejected, and even destroyed. You are being guided to unplug from that system of beliefs. You are capable of a more creative, loving, and soul satisfying way of living. To access this, let go of the way that is too small for your soul. Boom, mic drop, right? That's it. That's what we came here for. It is time. And so as you prepare to cross over this portal, what are you taking with you? What frequency do you wish to have amplified when you step through? And that's really where we want to set our intention and our focus, really harnessing that message. And so I want to end then with this message from Unplugging from Mass Consciousness. But I'm going to bring up the visual of all of the cards that came forward today so that we can sort of tap into that energy, that frequency, pull that in, and step forward with this invocation. Of my own free will, I now ask for spiritual intervention and divine protection through the guidance that loves me unconditionally. I now request the thorough and complete removal of any entity, thought form, belief system, cord, attachment, or conditioning from my body, mind, and soul that does not resonate with the pure frequency of unconditional love. I ask for this process to happen with divine mercy, wisdom, and blessing. I call upon my own inner power and strength to listen for my truths and stand in the light of those truths at the perfect time and in the perfect way with the loving and empowering assistance of my spiritual team. Through divine grace and my own inner spiritual authority, so be it. May all beings be blessed by divine love. May all beings be happy and free. And so it is.